decor. Well, it's related to campy fashion, which really became popular at last year's Met Gala, which was fantastic, right, Shai? So there was a ton of fun. There was some whimsy. There was a lot of not taking yourself too seriously. And we've got great photos from there that we're going to show you right now.
Yeah, a lot of fun. So I really get inspired by this kind of stuff. It's completely out there, completely over the top. One of my favorite, of course, was the one that Cardi B wore, was that beautiful tulip dress with the sheer bodice, and it was almost like the pearls coming out of it.
Beautiful.
Everybody had something to say about it.
Yes.
But that was what was so great about it, right?
That's the point, right? Camp is about having something very specific that is going to make a statement.
100%.
It's not about being subtle and, you know, being a shrinking violet.
Subtlety has no place here.
No.
None. So, you know, when we come to design or define what campy is, it's a little bit hard because it's something different to everybody. So I wanted to look to some of the big design names and get some quotes. So let's start off with Sasha Bikoff. I love this quote. Camp rooms combine decadence, vulgarity, humor, and drama, and a campy room will consume and engulf your senses by mixing styles, colors, fabrics, textures, and materials in a way that will put your mind into overdrive.
Ooh.
Okay?
Stimulating.
Stimulating, very stimulating.
I like that.
The next one, love this too, by Richard Mishaan. I like to think of camp and decorating as overstyled. It's like when you drink too much, you can say, I was overserved.
I'm using that from now on.
Right, that's a good one.
I really like that.
And finally, Heissmann. When it comes to decorating, a camp room has elements that make you laugh or think twice, hopefully both at the same time.
That's good.
Right? Okay.
So it is. It's a stimulating space. And I feel like there are a lot of ways it could go wrong.
100%.
And that's why we want to talk a little about why a space like this with so much going on actually works. Like, I think it's fantastic. I would want to be in a space like this.
Right.
You say the first thing is choose a common denominator.
Right. So because you have so much going on in here, you have to have some sort of common base.
Yeah.
And the easiest way to do that is really, of course, with color. So we've chosen a color palette here, and even though we see it in different patterns, we see it in different materials, there's a certain color story that's going on in here. So that's really going to kind of keep the eye, okay, I'm not too much overdrive. There is something that my eye can focus on and kind of understand the connection between all the pieces.
Yeah, like a common theme.
A common theme.
Okay, it's the perfect opportunity, you say, for high-low, so you can mix it up a little bit.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the perfect space, you know, on those weekends, going to those garage sales or those estate sales to find those really cool pieces, and then being able to, of course, incorporate them into something a little bit more expensive, like this sofa that we've done here. Now, speaking of the sofa that we've done here, I absolutely love the way that we've done this. So the furniture is all by Roche-Beaubois, but what's interesting about this particular sofa is that it comes in pieces. So you can do each piece in a different fabric, in different colorways, but you can build it as high or as low as you want because that is one cushion, this is another cushion. So this is completely modular.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
I love that you can give it some height.
Yeah.
We need to talk about this wallpaper.
Yes.
So graphic wallpaper.
Yeah, I always like to say this is your starting off point because what this will do, it will really dictate what the rest of the room is going to look like, especially with that common denominator in color. So all the colors that we've seen in here, we've pulled out in different areas in the room as well, but it's got to be something big and bold and over the top. So this is by Ruth Baker Design. What I love about this particular wallpaper is that it's actually a mural. So you can order it to the size of your wall, and it actually defines which panel is 1, 2, 3. I actually hung this by myself, and I hang nothing.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, so this is super, I know, right?
Very
so
good.
this is super easy to do.
You kind of already gave a nod to this, but the modular furniture.
The modular furniture, of course, yes. And of course, what I like specifically, again, is the fact that you can do different fabrics, different patterns on different pieces. So I could have this exact same modular piece tomorrow, change the way that I've configured it, and it looks like a completely different piece.
That's very cool. So you can have some ability to switch stuff up.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of the rug, you've gone with something that's colorful, but it's not kind of over the top. It's a little grounding.
Exactly. So we need to have that grounding factor in here. So we didn't want to do just a plain rug because it would seem out of place.
Right.
So it does have all the colorways, but it's a little bit more subtle in the design. And in the graphic that's in here, it's linear. It's you know, it has certain design concepts to it, but it's not in your face like the rest of it.
Right. It's not fully patterned or anything. And then adding some whimsy in unexpected ways. I mean, I look at these tables, like the slinky tables. They look like slinky tables.
Yes. Well, they're
so cool.
So cool. Of course, the fishbowl.
Yes.
Now, can we? Yes, I just can't because that lamp is my favorite. It's like the rabbit who's holding a towel around him.
Out.
The bear hair. That was our producer Mary gave me that before we came out.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's actually very, very cool. So, you know, it's really, again, being able to keep that common denominator throughout, but having fun with it.
A lot of fun. This is totally a segment for you, Shai.
Yeah.
Like, perfect fit.